How to answer in an interview. What questions do you have? Most often at the end of an interview, the interviewer will ask you if you have any questions for them. This is a very common way for the interviewer to end the interview, and will happen in almost every interview you attend. Some people find it difficult to come up with purposeful questions. They may feel it is strange to ask the interviewer questions, or that the question they originally had has already been answered. However, it is very important to be prepared for this question. It shows that you are interested in the role, are engaging in the discussion, and it may be your last opportunity to leave a strong impression. To come up with some questions or areas of inquiry, think about your last role and what you wished you had in it. Formulate questions to see if this is available in the new role. For instance, you may be very interested in active professional mentoring. In which case you could specifically ask questions about this, or alternatively, ask some indirect questions, such as, can you give me an example of how mentoring works in this organization? You could also use the opportunity to return to an area of discussion you feel you perform strongly in. For instance, if you believe you are able to fit into their needs quickly, you could ask, what would you like to see accomplished in the first 100 days? Their answer could generate a plethora of follow-up questions that would allow you to showcase your strengths. At the same time, you could indirectly return to a question that you feel you did not answer well. For instance, if you feel like you mangled your response to the popular, "Why are you leaving your last job?" you could re-engage on this question by asking questions which lead you to talk about why you wanted to apply for this new role. For example, your company has a great reputation as an employer. What do you think sets you apart as an employer, compared to others? It is important to ask questions relevant to the person interviewing you. In a multi-stage recruitment process, you may be interviewed by many different people. For instance, it would be most common to be interviewed by the HR manager, as well as your prospective line manager. Asking organizational cultural questions to the HR manager, and technical performance questions to the line manager, will yield a good discussion. However, the opposite of this may not be as productive. It is worth remembering that each person interviewing you is there for a reason. You need to be able to address their concerns that they have been tasked to answer. In the previous example, the HR manager may want to know if you fit into their culture, whereas the line manager may want to know, can you do the job? Noting there will be overlap. If you are enjoying this content, please take a moment to like and subscribe. Comment below on any other tips you think would be useful for answering this question at an interview. We suggest as a rough guide 3 specific questions based on your individual needs and interests, so that you can make an informed decision about joining the organization. Further, we suggest 3 questions that would give you an opportunity to emphasize why you are a strong candidate for the role, by bringing everyone back to discussing areas you may be strong in. Given the flow of the conversation, you may only be able to ask a few of these prepared questions. However, with the right preparation, you should be able to close out the interview strongly, leaving a good impression and securing the role.